Alright.
Let's do this.
Spreading bullshit, whatever the cause. But the translation's been lost.
Pretty sure my mandolin is a little bit out of tune.
Well, it just occurred to me just as soon as we started. Yo! Wow.
Man, it's durable. It's like 50 quid.
Yeah, I just noticed as we started recording that we did not check.
I'm just going to put that
Yeah, that's a
back.
good idea. That is not just 50 quid.
That is...
Yeah, no, we didn't check at all if they were in tune with each other. Brian very quickly played the chord progression in like a power move to be like, look at this, I know the chord progression. And I was like, all right.
And it worked because you're talking about it now.
Yeah,
It definitely had an effect.
Yeah.
So we're lost. We're Translation Lost podcast. It's a very low energy episode today. So we're Translation Lost podcast. We watch foreign language movies with no subtitles, so you don't have to.
Yeah,
because
why would you want to?
Really, nobody has to.
Yeah.
But we were out of ideas.
Yeah, we were just sitting around like, I don't know, what could we possibly do? And then when everything's been done, the only thing to do is something no one wants to do.
Yeah.
Or possibly no one wants to listen to you discuss what you did.
Well, I mean, have you been looking at our numbers? I don't think anyone wants to
Yeah,
listen to this
well,
either.
like, some people do. Some people do. I appreciate anyone who does.
I appreciate anyone
Yeah.
who listens. I love you all.
Yeah, I love most of you.
Oh, already. So, Dara, what did you get up to this? Oh, actually, we're recording this on Sunday because of scheduling issues, and we actually did it anyway.
Yeah, well,
We could have just not done it this
which was
week.
very professional of us. So yeah, because like my work Christmas party was last night, so I instead of coming here and watching a film and doing the podcast, I decided no, I'll go out. And remember, like was it last week or the week before that when I complained at length about how I hate going out and why I hate going out.
Yeah.
It's a shame I don't listen to this show because if I had listened to it, I might have been like, what am I doing? What am I planning? What am I thinking?
You don't drink or anything.
It was an unpleasant time.
I mean, I'm sure hanging out with the people was nice.
Yeah, the people were nice, but
because you get on with your
like,
coworkers.
Man, no, my coworkers are lovely. Don't get me wrong, like my coworkers are lovely. But
see, I'm saving you here.
Yeah. No, you're but like
Dara's very tired.
I'm so tired, and they went for so long. It's madness how long these people party for. Just always remember, no matter how hard we are partying in the future, just always remember that someone out there parties harder than you, and that might not be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've partied pretty hard before. Like,
yeah, this was.
There have been
a new
parties
level,
that have gone on for maybe 2 days.
Yeah, that's true.
Camping trips and stuff that go on for quite a while.
That's true, but like I feel like they're relatively well paced at the very least. At the very least, people will like show up and like have the first day where everyone's like kind of like drinking a can or something every maybe 2 hours. But for the most part, you're like building a fire and chatting to people.
Chopping wood.
And then like second day, last night you're there, everyone just goes mental, and that's all right. I can understand that because then
also,
you've already been camping for a full day, so it stops at like 3.
We were like 16. You're so full of pubic energy at 16. You're like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, man, we chopped down a tree.
I cut my foot open. I cut my foot
did.
open.
Yeah.
On some briars, thorns.
Yeah.
like really bad. And I was
yeah.
like, I'm just gonna wrap it in some tissue.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna keep going.
We had that rasher burger.
Yeah.
That was like that, but it was not burger. What am I talking about? Rasher sandwich. That's how tired I am, folks. I'm incredibly tired.
Yeah, I was picking Dara up today, and as soon as we like drove up to him, I was like, Dara looks fucking tired.
Yeah.
Dara looks ruined.
I was in work from 9 until 5 yesterday, on my own in one of the shops, and then today, and then I went to the thing, the party in Kilkenny, which for anyone outside of our area is like, it's not far away, but it's
not far, but it's a journey.
It's a journey. So
trek.
like we stayed in a hostel, and I was staying in a room with 7 people, and just getting interrupted like every 2 hours, so I couldn't sleep at all. I'm just and then I worked all day today as well, 12 till 6. So.
Well, it's okay. You can sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Underneath me, because I'll be probably doing a lot of work.
Yeah. How's your week been?
Busy.
Yeah.
It's been do schoolwork,
Mm.
and then in like the off time, play PlayStation.
Yeah, okay.
because I got a new game and I'm just playing through that. I got it. My girlfriend got it for me.
Ooh.
Ordered it in September.
Someone's got a girlfriend.
Someone's got a girlfriend. Ordered it in like September. It took fucking. It was the wrong version. Came to the house.
That's.
It was a birthday present. My birthday was in September. It came to the house. It was the wrong version. Had to send it back. Took ages to get a refund as well. But it got here in the end. And
was it worth the wait?
yeah, because actually the version that came with the wrong one, she was like, I'm just going to buy it again. And she bought the Game of the Year edition, which has all the DLC, which the other version didn't have. So I fucking got out of there.
That's pretty cool.
With fucking...
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
So whenever I'm not doing schoolwork, which is most of the fucking time, because it's December now.
Yeah.
I'm just playing that. So I've done fuck all this.
Yeah, that's messed up.
It's a special episode.
Oh?
It's a special.
Oh, no.
Should we do this maybe after the movie podcast?
I don't know
There
what
was a
you're
show
doing.
on.
There was a show on.
There was a show on Friday. It was a show that was on late.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Should we
That's
do
my
that
bad.
now or?
Yeah.
We'll just get into it a little bit, but
yeah.
you know, I'm always one for fanfare.
Yeah.
So I said, well, you know, this is a special episode. I'm stalling here because my phone is taking its
Yes, yeah.
sweet time to do anything. This is a very special episode. It's
By the way, it was the Late Late Toy Show is what we were talking about.
It's the Late Late Toy Show episode.
Oh, Dad. Did you download that? You
Yeah,
had
I
that
felt
pre-saved.
dirty.
Oh my god.
Does it?
That's what
Does
you
it
were
show up on
stalling
the
for?
thing?
I can't.
No.
No, it doesn't. I'm sure it did a bit.
It was an air horn. I downloaded it and then opened it up and immediately felt like dirty. I was like, and I downloaded it on like Wednesday because I had the thought in my head.
I can't believe I helped you stall for that.
Yeah.
You know I feel dirty.
Yeah, I just today.
Yeah.
I've seen how tired you are. It's all about bringing you down. I'm wiring you out.
I don't know how much further down I could go, man. So you played the Late Late Toy Show drinking game, didn't you?
Yes.
With Ali.
It's a tradition. It's a yearly tradition. We've
Wow.
done it like 4 years now.
Wow.
You get 2 bottles of Mickey Finn's, which is like this horrendous apple drink. And it's so sour and it's so horrible. And you take shots of it. And like, I took a Pantaloc before because I get heartburn.
I would assume heartburn medication.
It stops heartburn for 24 hours.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I take it. It works. I don't get heartburn for like 24 hours. Like 2 shots in.
Oh no.
2 shots into this Mickey Finn's. I was just like, oh, my heart.
Oh, that's awful.
It's Mickey Finn's is horrendous, but it's a tradition. And yeah, I don't remember half of the toy show because there were a lot of shots.
I only watched half of the toy show. I watched the first half. My mum and my mother and stepdad were in Sweden, so I think my mother's planning on watching it now that she's home. So I at the time I was like, oh, I'll watch the second half with her, but she's probably going to watch it while I'm in college. And also,
not worth it.
I don't really want to watch the Late Late Toy Show. Like I was willing to sit through like an hour of it because it was like, yeah, family, Christmas,
yeah.
Woo.
I was doing it for the drink.
I'm kind of tired of Christmas, man. I'm only 21. I'm a little tired of Christmas.
I still like Christmas.
Well, man, I've never felt Christmas cheer like I have since entering your house this evening. Your house is so well decorated for Christmas. It's always well decorated for everything, like Halloween and everything. Your parents go all out.
Christmas is the one.
Yeah. No. All the extra effort is being put into that.
I like Christmas, but as the years have gone on, my priorities of Christmas have changed. It used to be like, yeah, presents, woo, getting all these presents, and now it's like I don't give a shit what I get. Like, there's like, if I want something throughout the year, I'll probably just buy it.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to presents, I'm kind of like, oh,
I'm just happy to get presents.
Every year,
nice.
It's nice getting presents. Every year, I'm like, oh, I hope someone gets me clothes, because it's the only time I ever get expensive clothes or like nice clothes, like every year or something. My mother will always get me like one or two, a couple, like maybe 3 really like good clothes, like clothes I couldn't afford if I bought them, tried to buy them myself. And that's always cool because I'm a short, like skinny guy. Like I haven't really grown out of any of those things for the past maybe 5 years. So I just got them all still.
I've had the best system set up for a while. I have an auntie who gives me vouchers for like River Island or something every year, and that's when I buy my clothes.
That's a pretty good
And
system.
they just do me forever.
Because they've got loads of sales on around that
Yeah,
time as
yeah.
well.
So, yeah, and now I like socks.
Yeah,
Because I wear like a new pair of socks every day. That's
yeah,
like,
same. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you wear 2 pairs of socks each on these microphones.
No. Oh yeah, we have 2 pairs of
Yeah.
socks on the microphones. But
I've been
socks are
meaning to
always
bring
good.
that up and mock it for a long time, but I can't now because it's been 4 weeks and it's still my fault that I haven't bought the fucking pop filters.
Yeah, we have socks on the microphones
Yeah.
in lieu of pop
Maybe we
filters.
mentioned that last week.
Actually, I took one of the socks off.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, we're down a
'cause
sock.
I was like, maybe this will help. I've been messing around with sound.
Yeah,
stuff
so hopefully this sounds better.
in my spare time.
Yeah,
'cause
actually,
I'm
we
a
should.
good boy.
Do you want to talk about that trailer? Because we haven't. We were just
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about Christmas and stuff.
So we've decided to look more into like movies that are coming out that we could watch
Yeah.
in different languages
And
and
by
stuff.
why we decided to look into, he means he stumbled upon this.
While
in his
scrolling
Twitter
through
feed.
Twitter, yeah. And it's called Batman Ninja. And I saw it and I was like, holy shit, has a movie never been made perfect for this podcast? Because it's Batman,
Yeah.
which
Me, I'm here.
You got
I'm
a Batman boy right here. He's a Batman boy.
No, actually, you know what? That reminds me for a split second. Sorry, everyone. I didn't bring a decoration. I don't think any of you actually care. Do you? Let's be real. Do you even care? I'll bring it again next week and we can continue this sham. But for now, just let me off. I'm sorry and I'm tired.
I didn't introduce us.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's a very low energy episode. So I had a bit like for this and all.
Yeah, should we write something in? Should we? I don't
No,
know. Should
no.
we just edit in just us going, yo, I'm Dara?
No, I'm Brian.
Yeah, okay, I'm Dara.
They call me the Mandarin Man Mincer. And I'm sat here with Dara, my sidekick, Beijing boy crime.
Aha! Boom! I love it. I love it.
I came up with that like yesterday. It just out of nowhere, it just stumbled into my head, and I was like, I should say that in the podcast.
Don't tell me that. I thought you came up with it on the fly. I was so impressed.
No,
by
I
that.
couldn't be that good on the fly, Dara.
Oh,
You know
man.
this. I write everything before I come on here.
Also, another thing we should have mentioned when we started, because I've been looking at these for a long time, is as a part of your house being super well decorated for Christmas. There's roses everywhere.
There's sweets.
And I can't stop.
Roses the sweet, not roses the plant. That would be weird.
No. So I'm like, I'm sorry, everybody. I know this is gonna sound awful, but I'm just gonna start tucking in. I brought 4.
Dara
So-
is low on everything right
Yeah,
now.
I need sugar.
He's got a Lucasade here. As
Yeah.
well. I'm drinking a beer because
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't drink last night, so
Mm.
it's okay. I can do that. I swear.
Happy Sunday. God, stay. What's it called? Batman trailer.
Batman
Ninja
trailer.
Batman Ninja.
Batman Ninja. It's a Japanese. It's an animated movie. It's 3D, like a lot of Japanese stuff is now.
It looks fucking. It does look a little weird. Just a bit
Yeah,
funny.
that's a big thing right now. Is the 3D. It looks better than a lot of 3D stuff though.
Really?
Like look up Berserk after this.
Okay.
Berserk is
Or you can just look it up and show me after this.
one of my favorite
We
one of
will
my
be-
favorite mangas finally got an adaptation after it got one in 1990, but it only went for so long.
Okay.
Finally got one. I was like, fuck yeah, dope.
Yeah.
Looks like shit.
Ah.
Looks like shit, like to the point where it's
No.
pretty much unwatchable.
That sucks, man. That
Um,
sucks.
So if write all of your comments below about how I'm a fucking idiot and whatever, but
But yeah, this Batman Batman Ninja thing. It looks pretty dope, man.
yeah,
It looks super dope.
It's Batman in feudal Japan.
Yeah, and he's like a samurai, but it's clearly influenced by, well, clearly to me, it's influenced by the like the Dark Knight kind of costume, that kind of look for Batman in particular, like the aesthetic of his costume, the all black kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the kind of metallic looking kind of helmet, the very hardened.
From what I figured from looking at the trailer, it looks like Batman gets transported to Japan.
Yeah, mate, possibly.
Because at the start he's in like a high tech looking suit.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
later on he's dressed as a samurai and looks dope.
But in the scene in which he is transported to Japan, in which we think he's being transported to Japan, the Joker's already speaking Japanese.
I like that Japanese
Oh,
Joker.
the Japanese Joker looks
Yeah.
dope.
He moves cool. He moves like
Moves like a rag doll or something.
yeah, that's
Or
a
like
thing.
a puppet on strings.
You'll see that in
that's-
anime
you
and
were telling me
stuff.
about that.
They do that a lot,
Yeah.
where crazy people will move all weird, and they did it really well, and it suits the Joker so fucking well.
Yeah.
So that's a movie we're looking forward to doing. I think on.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Also, the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure movie. I've been pushing that for so fucking hard.
Yeah. He showed me a brief clip.
And
Earlier to that, before we started.
I was surprised as soon as you saw the Punch Ghost, you didn't just go fuck this. You were kind of like, oh.
After
right.
what we'd experienced. To be honest, can I just say, while you were halfway through speaking about the Joker thing, I remember that we're about to talk about fucking Monkey King, and then I just got like a crashing wave of low. Yeah. Okay.
That's quite a loud sound wave.
Yeah.
Me just going like.
Just a very exasperated sigh.
So we watched.
We
attempted to watch.
we turned on Monkey King.
We turned on the Monkey King, and
It's real bad.
it was
It's
a real.
really,
We
really
turned on the
bad.
Monkey King and found that it was a real turn off. Am I right?
Oh, sorry.
There goes
Captain PR.
everyone's ears.
Good. That's a fraction of the pain we felt watching this film.
We are 15 minutes in already.
15
and
minutes
we haven't
in?
talked about the movie.
That's all right. We
Yeah.
stretched it out a bit. Yeah, we had
So,
some padding.
Now,
We actually had shit to talk about that's relevant to the podcast, so it's better than usual.
yeah. Also, before we go any further, I'd like to pimp our email.
Oh yeah.
You can send us emails, and we'll read them on the show.
Yeah, plug.
Or answer any questions about anything. It doesn't have to be movies. We'll fucking talk about whatever.
Yeah, as you've seen by the fact that we're 15 minutes into this episode.
And we have not talked about a movie. Well, we've talked about movies, but we have not talked about the movie that's in the fucking title.
Yeah.
It is.
It
is translationlostpod@gmail.com.
Okay, cool.
What is that, Dara?
translationlostpod@gmail.com.
Beautiful.
Thank
I have
you.
to keep looking because we have two emails.
That's how I speak to my mother.
We've got two emails because we're secure.
Oh yeah, is that just Google being like, "Hey, what's the crack?"
No, I was like, well, if all of our accounts are signed in on one email, we're going to be getting emails from that shit all the time. So I figured it would be easier to just set up a blank email that would just have emails from people on it.
That's a pretty good
That's
idea.
not affiliated with anything.
That's a good idea. Hey, okay, right. So the Monkey King.
Monkey King was a movie.
What do you know about it? Well, because you looked up a little bit of the background information, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a Chinese movie.
Yeah.
It came out in 2014.
Can't remember. I can't remember how to. Well, I don't think we ever knew how to say the name of the director.
No,
It's on Netflix, by the way. This is
yeah,
on
it's
Netflix.
on Irish Netflix.
What is that about? Just in Mandarin, like I know. You can probably
There's
turn
tons
on
of-
subtitles
yeah, oh, no,
if you
there's
wanted
subtitles,
to,
yeah.
like. But
There's tons of non-English.
do you know? Actually, you know what? No, before we get into
Netflix
this,
does a lot of animes.
yeah, before we get into this, can I just say, right, real quick? I don't want to dwell on it too long. There is some absolute shite on Netflix, man.
Yeah.
There is some terrible, terrible shit on Netflix. The ratio of good to bad on Netflix is so stacked in the bad department.
Yeah, it really is.
I think we're actually going to get to that later on. But,
Are we?
yeah, pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, back to the movie. I'm sorry for interrupting.
So this is we have our notes.
Oh, yeah.
There's one note because we didn't keep any notes throughout the thing because god damn, as soon as this movie started we were like, why? This is 2 hours long.
Oh.
So our notes is the blurb that Netflix gives you when you click onto the title.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to read it here and now so we get the plot out of the way.
Yeah.
I didn't even put in the at the start. I left out the So it says, monkey born from heavenly stone acquires supernatural powers and must battle the armies of both gods and demons to find his place in the heavens. And he does that. And he beats them, would you believe? And then he's in the heavens.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking Monkey King. That's the
God,
whole.
man.
But it does it in 2 hours.
2 hours of like terrible, awful.
Now we both know that it's based on Journey to the West and all that stuff as well.
Well, I know,
we know
as
that.
of like tonight. But
I knew that.
yeah, you knew that. He
but-
told me.
Like that doesn't excuse this movie being absolutely terrible.
It doesn't excuse the CGI. The CGI is abysmal, and I think it's important for the record, right? Just to state from the beginning, the main character, the Monkey King, is played by Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen, yeah.
Donnie Yen from Rogue One. He played the blind. The blind. He wasn't he wasn't a Jedi, but
I don't know. I haven't seen.
he,
Rogue One.
okay,
It
well, he
looks
wasn't
stupid.
Jedi, but he obviously has some kind of force because he could fight people and he was blind. He was cool.
He was cool.
He was really cool in it, but
He looked cool.
But in this, it'll probably be part of the thumbnail how awful he looked in this.
No, it won't, because it'll be covered up by mine or your face.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Me from fucking when I was 15, because those are
There's
the only
no
pictures.
of you on Facebook.
No,
I just make those on my phone. The thumbnails,
yeah.
I make them with an app I used to have. I still have it on my phone, but like It used to be ad-free, and since we've started doing the podcast, every time I make an adjustment to the picture and an ad pops up.
Pops up.
Oh
Nice.
man, I'm raging.
It goes through. We're very professional. It goes through both your phone and then Paint because I put the title on.
Yes, yeah. A lot of effort put into that thumbnail. So basically, he's just wearing this awful prosthetic costume to make him look like a monkey. He does not look like a monkey. No, he doesn't look like a monkey. He's the height of a human, and he's got the stance of a human, and his fur is like gold. Is it fur?
He looks like one of the monkeys from Jumanji.
He looks like one of the monkeys from Jumanji, but what he really looks like, and what this entire film looks like, and I said it to you while we were watching it, what this entire film looks like is an extended version of the Sasquatch scene from Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Yeah.
That's what, and that is the quality of monkey makeup we are dealing with, and there are a lot of monkeys in this movie.
Do you know that Snickers ad with Mr. Bean?
I think. Oh yeah.
Where they're like
all
the kung fu
stuff. Yeah,
where they're like the kung fu people.
Yeah.
It's worse than that.
It
looks
way
worse than that.
It looks so much worse than that. It looks like, like in the initial like opening. It's okay. First of all, look, this movie is all like magical and like spiritual and a bunch of characters that I cannot even begin to understand. Right. So it's like all like technicolor and magical, but there's certain shots and certain scenes that are so bad looking. There was one shot at the very start where like a mountain is collapsing in on itself or something, and there's all that smoke. And honestly, that shot looked like it could have been from like a pixelated video game from the 80s.
The smoke actually was lower res than the movie.
Yeah, it was the ratios of everything was off. The texture of these, like there was loads of like there was this weird cross between a load of like really jarring, terribly fake Pokemon looking CGI creatures and then just like an overweight man in a panda suit with an animated mouth.
This movie hurt to watch.
Man, it was such a drag. I halfway through, Brian said it as a joke, like at the start, oh, we like skip 40 minutes, huh? And then like halfway through, I was like, can we skip 40 minutes?
We only skipped like 15.
I hold you accountable for this because we skipped like 5 minutes, and I was like, can we skip like 25? And you were like, sure. And then you skipped like 5. And then we saw something kind of important happen.
Yeah, because I kept seeing things that I was like, maybe that's important. Maybe this is when it gets good.
No, man, this movie is a disaster, and it is so unbelievably bad. How much did this movie cost, Brian?
Okay, so this is an estimate. We don't have the real number, but for the sake of being annoyed, I'm going to take it as fact.
Yeah. Well, like you know,
100 million.
100 million. Now, to all the people at home, please genuinely just like whip open your phone or like your laptop, just Google like stills from this film and look at the CGI.
Heck, if you've got awful. Netflix, watch the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes.
I'm sure you can get it on YouTube even. You just get some clips.
You would be able to you would know full well how bad this movie looks after the first like minute.
And like neither of us are like special effect horrors.
Oh,
you know?
No, I don't know anything about it.
I don't give a shit about special effects in movies. In fact, I prefer practical effects over like CGI every day.
But like the reason I prefer practical is because it's often less shit looking.
It wasn't even this like the special effects were, well, they were bad. They were really bad. But like the color correction was weird, and like different scenes had a different brightness, like different shots. There was one shot in particular where it cut. And it just cut closer to a thing's face.
It was a wolf. It was it was a wolf or a fox or something.
The saturation changed in between the two shots
so drastically, but it was like
enough to be noticeable.
Shot zooming in on this wolf, and then like a very sharp cut to just a fully zoomed in on wolf, and they could have just kept zooming.
Yeah,
the shot was fine the way it is. We could see the wolf fine, you know. So I don't know. Look, I don't care about the story of this film. I don't care about trying to explain it to people. We should just explain the very first bit that happens, which is where
I don't think I can.
Okay, so
give me a minute to just figure it out in my head.
Okay. He's not peeing. He's gone to the bathroom. Why does he keep lying to you? I don't understand it. Why does he keep lying? Everyone's full of lies. Can you
All right, so now I'm done thinking about that movie. So
So basically, right? Okay, there's like there's two Chinese men. One is dressed all in white, and he's good. And you thought he was evil, and you were stupid for that.
I thought maybe he could have been evil. Maybe
That
they
was
were
no.
switching the perspective.
He kept being like, "We don't know Chinese things, there. We don't know this culture." I'm like, "Come on,
that's not what I meant. I
One
was
of them
like-
is dressed in black and he's got horns, and the other one is dressed all in white and he's
Dara-
walking on clouds."
Maybe I don't look at
All
things
this
and I'm
hand waving
like,
isn't
that's
good
black.
for an audio
That means it's
medium.
evil.
Don't bring it there. Don't bring it there.
No, but I was like, maybe they're switching it on its head. No, they weren't.
They
no,
weren't.
No, that guy
because
was
this
the bad
movie
guy.
Doesn't even attempt anything new. I suppose.
He wasn't even that bad. He just fought with them.
Yeah, I can't even figure
Although,
out over what.
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, as we watch these movies and we're like, none of this made any fucking sense. And then it's like, we didn't watch it with any dialogue.
Yeah, I know, but there's certain things you should just be able to pick up.
But you picked it up. I didn't.
I picked up a bit of it. I picked up more than I should have, and that was proven later on. But
yeah,
what I grasped that seemed to be true, right? Here is just the exact sequence of events of the opening scene. Okay, the white guy dressed in white starts fighting the guy dressed in black. Right, the guy dressed in black with the horns, he's like fighting from the ground, and the other dude's fighting from up above, and then they're fighting, and then this woman appears, and she's got like really fancy hair, and then she's talking to the guy with the horns for a while, and then the guy dressed all in white shoots this thing at him and seems to transport both of them to a demon kind of underworld, and then another woman appears who flies up to the sky and starts fixing everything that has been destroyed during the battle, like all the buildings and everything, by waving her hands, and then she dissipates into nothingness but spirit, and then she absorbs the entire, I don't know, piece of land, kingdom, and then a single teardrop falls from the bubble that is surrounding this bit of land, and that teardrop becomes a gem, and that gem crashes into the earth like a comet, and then we watch a baby grow inside the gem.
Yeah.
And then it's a monkey.
Yeah.
And then he's the Monkey King.
It's Goku.
Oh!
Yeah, this movie hurt Dara.
So bad.
This movie hurt Dara a lot.
I needed this to be entertaining. I was not.
Yeah, you were not in the mood for my bullshit this week,
No.
and I brought it in full force.
It's so bad, and it's just like a series of adventures for this Monkey King, and then he gets a costume, and it's like a samurai-ish like ceremonial costume, and it's like red and gold, and he's wearing this weird crown, and he looks ridiculous, and he wears that for the rest of the whole thing.
All right. So this movie made me want to punch Donnie Yen in the fucking head, which would admittedly be a terrible idea because I feel like he'd kick the shit out of me.
Yeah, he'd fucking murder you.
But the Monkey King is so unlikable because he just jumps around and he's like,
Yeah.
and you're like, shut the fuck up,
Man,
for 2 seconds.
It's not even nearly a good performance. Like you could look at it and be like, oh well, you know, he gives it his all. He really goes for it. It does not work at all. Like I don't know. It's just. It's embarrassing watching Donnie Yen pretend to be a monkey, you know? Just like bouncing around. He's always got this stupid, really off-putting smile on his face, and they keep zooming in on his face, and he keeps staring down the lens of the camera.
I think it's because he has no lips.
No, I am 100% certain that they taped his eyes up, because Donnie Yen's eyes are so wide in this movie, and they're just staring into
I think
his
it's
soul.
the makeup.
It's so weird, man.
They upped his cheekbones
Yeah.
and his brow a bit, and I think that makes it look like his eyes are bigger.
He looks like, I know he's not supposed to be human, but he doesn't look.
But yeah, I figured it out. The weird smile is because he has no lips.
Yeah,
he's got no lips, and it's really like ugh every time because it's just a big hole in his teeth, and he's flicking his tongue around every time he's doing shit. And it's like, god damn it, Donnie, you could have been. Was he Ip Man?
I don't know. What?
No, I think he might. No, he wasn't Ip Man. Who was Ip Man?
What was his name in Rogue One?
Dude, I don't know. I didn't watch that movie. That movie looked dumb.
He was good. I liked it.
I heard that like my girlfriend watched it. She watched it and she was like, "Man, the first
my
like hour of it is so fucking boring."
Yeah, it's a bit.
And
tough,
she
but
hates. She doesn't like Star Wars, and like neither of us really like Star Wars.
I think it's one of the better Star Wars films.
I think there's only one good Star Wars movie.
Which ones do you think is good?
The Force
7?
Awakens. Yeah,
Really?
that's the only good one.
Wow.
All the other ones kind of suck.
I like Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back is okay because it's not directed by George Lucas.
Yeah, that's true. Man,
George Lucas sucks.
this is the second time we've gotten off topic.
We've gotten off topic to
but
talk about Star Wars in particular.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's because I have strong thoughts about it.
Yeah, I think we both do. I'm wearing Star Wars t-shirts too, so I feel like I keep drawing.
It's the same with like superhero stuff. I don't like that either.
Yeah, but you're currently wearing an Avengers t-shirt.
I got this from Penny. It was super cheap.
It is cool.
And it's very comfortable.
The boys are in fact back in town.
Except for
That's the caption on his t-shirt.
Except Hawkeye or Black Widow.
Come on, Hawkeye is not one of the boys.
I like Hawkeye.
But Black Widow is definitely more one of the boys than Hawkeye is. Fuck Hawkeye. Come on.
See, I have a problem with Black Widow because they're bringing her into Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's a fighting game.
Oh, cool.
And it's like, what could she possibly do that...
Women don't belong in video games.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it's like, she's a gun and punch kick lady. And there's already like a gun and punch kick lady in there. And I'm like, how can they mix that up? And
she's also like she's like Rey Mysterio, you know?
She can 619?
How great would that be?
Dude, if
I would play that game forever.
If any of the Avengers pulled out like a 619,
you know what
I'd be back in.
You know what the problem was with Rey Mysterio? And I you know what, I was aware of this problem when I was young and looked up to Rey Mysterio.
Because he was really ugly under the mask.
Oh god, he was so fucking ugly.
I was just making that up.
I didn't see. Well, look, he was always going to look ugly to me because I didn't see him for years.
Yeah, you just saw Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, and then I saw him and I was like, what? That's not what I imagined at all. Because he always has the crazy colored contacts and stuff. Anyway, what didn't work about Rey? Look, I guess a couple of things probably didn't work about Rey Mysterio, but the big thing for me, we're so off topic, is that. When
I have a Rey Mysterio thing as well after this.
So, in order for Rey Mysterio to hit you with the 619, you had to get tired or hurt in some way.
Yeah.
Right? And then rest your two arms like by the elbows.
Throw you on it.
By the elbows. No, a lot of the time people would be like stumbling to their feet.
They just
and they would rest their arms on the like second rope. And then he would taunt the crowd and be like, you know what's coming, and they would stay in between these ropes, and they'd be like, woo, he's gonna 619 him, and then he'd 619, and this is like a 30-second process, and that dude did not move. And in my head when I was a kid, I used to be like, they should make wrestlers fall onto the rope in other matches, because then. When they do it in Rey Mysterio matches, I'd be like, yeah, he's just falling on the rope like they always do.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of commitment for one bit, isn't it? Yeah.
The last time I watched Rey Mysterio wrestle, a man died.
What?
Yes.
What? Who died?
That's just came into my head because I remember Rey Mysterio, and that was the last time I watched him fight someone.
What? In the fight?
I could be getting this mixed up in my head, but it was like multiple people in the ring fighting.
Okay.
And someone got like tossed onto the ropes. And just whatever way they landed it, like hit him in the neck and fucking killed him.
Oh
like,
my
right
god!
There. Yeah,
wow.
It's messed up.
That's insane.
That's my last memory of Rey Mysterio. So that's all I can think about.
Well, now it's gonna be mine too. So fucking thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. I'm just here to ruin Rey Mysterio for everyone.
Just here to dragging me all the way.
So you can tell we fucking love the Monkey King so much, dude.
What time are we at? What?
Okay.
How
so getting even more off topic,
okay.
You have your vape here.
Oh yeah, I do.
Is this a different vape than the one you had downstairs?
Using a minute ago, yeah. Look. Hang on, let me clarify because that makes
it's
it
a
sound
different
like
battery. It's a different battery.
This is a battery, and this is not my battery. I took it from Mikey, my manager, last night because he was insanely fucked up, and I was like, my battery's dead. The least I can get out of this night is a battery. So I'm gonna give it back to him tomorrow. But yeah,
because I was like, am I crazy?
No, you were not crazy. No, this is my normal battery.
Yeah, so that noise you hear every so often is vape.
What noise?
Oh, that's so. Because Dara is a vape master. He's a vape mancer. He controls the steam. Is it the vapors?
It's vapor.
What's the difference between vapor and steam?
I don't know. I think vapor implies that there's not just water in it. I guess.
Well, here, let me hit it. It's a vape podcast.
This is what this has become. Oh no, this is what we are. Oh, I contemplated not revealing in the show that I work in a vape shop because I feel like it's gonna affect people's opinion of me.
It's already affected mine.
Yeah. But can I just point out that I worked very hard before I worked there for a year. I was a waiter and that sucked. So I earn like
you earn like that. No, working in a
like
vape
a
shop
grand
seems like a
job.
pretty fun job.
It's actually savage, to be honest.
You seem to enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
And anytime I go in there, everyone's really nice.
Oh, they're super friendly. They're really, really good. Yeah, it's dope. Way better than being a waiter.
You helped me quit cigarettes.
I am currently helping you quit cigarettes.
Yeah.
Don't you lie to the people. Come on, Brian, don't lie. Most of the people are our friends. They know you. They're gonna see you smoke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't smoke. It's bad.
Don't smoke.
It's really bad.
Vape.
Don't start smoking when you're 14. Yeah, vape instead. And
you
can be really fucking annoying on a podcast. So the Monkey King.
Yo, the Monkey King.
Donnie Yen kicks a guy.
Yeah.
I think, he might. Yeah, he does. He jumps on a lot of people.
Oh, he jumps on everything. Everyone and everything.
And there's bad makeup.
Yeah, every time that he jumps as well, like, because it's all extravagant, like, over the top kind of kung fu. Every time he jumps, it just becomes, like, the most unconvincing CGI monkey just flipping wildly through the air. Like, it's Phantom Menace styles of flipping wildly through the air. Like, it's so too much.
But I mean, the wires is kind of a Chinese thing. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, it's all wires and stuff.
It's so rough,
but it looks rough in this. Yeah, no, it looks better in other movies. I feel really sorry for, like, the guy who finds this podcast just randomly searching because of the tags.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I love the Monkey King. Let's see what this is like. And then it's just people being like, this movie fucking sucks. Dara works in a vape shop. The Late Late Toy Show happened. Yeah. Batman Ninja. Just.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a rough episode.
But, like, what is there to say about this?
It was bad.
So astonishingly
really
bad. Like
bad enough that I was sitting there kind of like, why did I pick this?
Yeah.
I had a Godzilla movie ready to go and I forgot.
Yeah. We've had suggestions from people. Like, we've got a list.
You have not brought up any suggestions.
Hang on. We've had a suggestion from Roisin, but that one we can't find. But we've had a suggestion from Amanda as well.
Oh, I didn't know the man.
That's okay. We'll make a list after this.
We got to make a list. If you have any suggestions for movies, like, please send them our way.
Because otherwise we're going to end up watching The Monkey King.
Again. We're just going to keep watching it every week.
Don't say that. Oh my god.
No, otherwise I keep picking the movies and I keep defaulting to Japanese because they're the weirdest and Dara will get upset and leave the podcast.
I know, man. I enjoyed Crow Zero and I fucking hated this. I hated...
Well, Crow Zero was better than this. It was a better movie.
Yeah, it was a way better movie. I hated the Norwegian thing, the zombie Nazi thing.
Yeah, I hated that too.
Hated that.
Yeah.
I can acknowledge that Akira was probably fantastic.
You didn't like Akira.
I didn't like Akira. I'm sorry, everyone on the internet, for not liking Akira.
Maybe if you watch it again with subtitles, you might go back on it. But
don't
do it for a while.
Yeah, I haven't gone
back. You'll just be burnt out on
it. It'll be a while. Yeah.
In like maybe 2 or 3 years, you'll be like, I might want to watch this again.
Yeah.
But
you sent me a cool screenshot during the week, actually. That Ali sent you, so thanks, Ali.
From
Trouble in Tokyo, the Teen Titans thing. Because if you remember correctly, which I'm sure you all do, because of course you pay,
great
utter attention to us. I mentioned last time, I said that it looked like Batman Beyond. I don't know if I mentioned Teen Titans, but I also thought it looked like Teen Titans.
We definitely mentioned Trouble in Tokyo.
Yeah.
There's like motorcycle chases and stuff.
Yeah, I think the motorcycle. I mentioned the motorcycle chase in Trouble in Tokyo, and then Ali was rewatching it and saw. I
don't know if
Canada.
she was rewatching it or if she just found the screenshot.
Oh yeah, maybe. But she found like Canada with his back to the camera in a crowd.
And the other guy with the denim.
Yeah. And you can tell that it's them by Canada's jacket with the pill on it.
Yeah,
which was pretty cool, and that was a cool thing for you to send me. So
I saw it and I was like,
So it turns out you were right. It definitely was a major influence on loads of other
sure,
because of course it was.
Dude.
But I knew that anyway.
It saved the Japanese film industry in the 80s.
I knew that just from looking at it. But
so the Monkey King.
Oh,
there was a pig man. And there was a.
The bear. Remember how bad the bear looked?
Oh, I like the bear.
Oh, the bear looked so shit.
I thought the baby man would play more. We're just talking about like the makeup things. The baby man.
Some of them were just like really bad CG.
I thought the baby man would play more of a part, but he got killed immediately.
And you liked him for a second, and then he died.
Although the funny thing about it is, there's bits of it that we're watching. And I'm like, oh, I know that from Dragon Ball. Ball. Like,
you for the first like 5 or 10 minutes, Brian would be like, oh, that guy is this character in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay. And then he stopped because suddenly it became the shittest film of all time.
Yeah, there was no Puar, and that's why I think not Puar. Whoever the pig one is, maybe Puar. I haven't watched Dragon Ball in ages. There was none of him, and that's a shame. He's the best character. They finally get all the Dragon Balls together, and they're about to make the wish, and he jumps in and wishes for a pair of worn panties, and fucking ruins it.
Is he the pervert?
He's
The
a
old
little, he's a
man
little pig.
pervert?
No, he's a little pig.
Oh, the little pig.
He's also a pervert. There's a lot of perverts
yeah,
in
of course.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
That's a joke. That was a really
I
bad
mean,
joke. I'm sorry.
Bulma's like 19. No,
Yeah,
she's like
yeah,
13.
Yeah, which is awful. Don't
Yeah.
even, okay, we should stop.
She gets
talking about
topless for
Dragon
that
Ball.
old man, Dara.
I know. I've seen it. It's awful.
It's great. It's fucking. It is revolutionary. It is.
God, it's terrible.
Or the revolutionary shonen manga.
Oh, it's rough out, man. It's rough out. Oh God.
The Monkey King sucked. I don't know how else we can like
Yeah,
talk about it.
what-
It just
how long
fucking
have we
sucked,
been going
dude.
for? Like, what can we say about this?
We're 40 minutes in and we have
40
not
minutes
talked.
in?
We have talked fuck all about
You know
this
what?
movie.
Look, oh Jesus, what else is there to say? I feel like I've got loads of other shit to talk about, but it's just bullshit.
I feel like you're very far away from the microphone.
Really? I keep I keep like a readjusting.
Yeah, all right, you're good.
It's probably going to be quite annoying to people at home, but
because I sat down and fixed the thing, we can edit our tracks separately. So if you're too quiet, I can just make you louder.
boom.
This boy right here,
This
the good
boy,
podcast boy, learning
yeah.
about all the podcast things.
Whoop, whoop.
I am finding things out. Wow, I am way too loud. Let me just.
I know you're all right for the
down
most
this a
part.
little
It's
bit.
just always like a loud spike.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
See, you can tell that we didn't like this movie because we're desperately finding other things to talk about.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should just do bullshit from Brian.
Well, I still want to hit the hour and a half.
Do you want to? Oh yeah, for sure.
we
Me
gotta do
too.
that.
Oh my God.
But
Do
we
we
could
have to
just-
talk about Monkey King for another 20 minutes?
I mean, there's nothing to talk about. It just really was bad.
It was just
It
really, really
just-
bad. Okay, look. Well,
we
okay,
skipped like
let's-
15 minutes in it.
Yeah, let's think what else there is to talk about in this.
Some of the costumes were okay.
Oh, I disagree.
That guy's horns were fine.
The guy's horns were in fact
I said
fine.
that in the movie
Oh,
when we were
that's
watching it.
that's the thing. Actually, we totally forgot about this. We could talk about this for a bit. At the end, the bad guy with the horns turns into a gigantic demon devil bull with horns,
Yes.
and then he fights the Monkey King, but the Monkey King
King
goes
goes
Super
Gold,
Saiyan.
golden grey ape.
Yeah, golden grey ape.
Anyone's
then,
watched
whatever.
GT?
Okay, and then then they fight, and that battle that I described
That-
was not compelling.
That should be cool.
We didn't even really pay attention.
It fucking sucked.
It was really difficult
boring.
to keep in, like, to keep up with this film.
We took a break mid-film.
I kept accidentally just like having conversations with you, looking directly at you.
We should have just like recorded us talking about the movie because that
Yeah.
was better than this.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, we really have nothing to say about the movie. It was
No.
so bad. It was
No.
a dud.
yeah,
was
it's
a dud.
really just I have no idea what the plot is or how the characters relate to each other in any way. Maybe they don't. Maybe there isn't one. But I have no idea. And like, actually, hang on. We've got okay. I think how much else do we have to talk about after this? We have a decent amount.
Oh, we can talk.
I feel like we can talk.
I feel like if we're not talking about this shitty movie, we can talk for quite
Right,
a while.
right.
We're
I
good
feel
at
like we can
tangents,
just
yeah.
ramble. Maybe people will hate that. Will people just hate hearing us just ramble? I don't
Yeah,
know.
this is the low energy dud episode where we just ramble about
Yeah.
shit. We've talked more about Rey Mysterio than we have about
Yes.
Monkey King.
Yeah. He's more
Uh,
interesting.
Oh, better.
Yeah,
Better,
way better in
special
every
effects
way.
in wrestling. than
Oh,
Monkey
yeah.
King. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that Undertaker lightning. Whoo. Scary.
Rest in peace, Undertaker. Yeah, he's left. He's not dead. He's just gone. I realized when I said that, I was like, that could be true though, because he's quite old. And I feel
Yeah,
like,
don't scare people.
I feel like Dara could just be like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was.
Did I
like,
not hear about
no.
this?
Yeah, how could I not hear
No,
about
Undertaker's
the Undertaker?
fine. He's
Good.
fine.
That's good.
He
Probably taken
retired.
away.
He retired.
Bet he's real fat now.
Good for him. He deserves it.
He got real fat, and then he came back for a while, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I better lose weight." And then he did.
He has been children's nightmares for generations. That man. Like, Undertaker.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Undertaker is an impressive figure.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Oh, what
calling
happened
it.
there?
I don't know. I think I put something down. Oh.
Dara's getting a guitar.
Yeah. It was probably a mistake to put it back.
Yeah. I'm still gonna put it back after this. Though.
We're 4
It's
episodes.
a really nice
in.
guitar.
We should be better.
Do you want to pick?
Do you have a pick?
I have one right here.
Savage.
Hopefully not plug everything out.
Oh, that would be. If that
Well,
happened,
if we
I would
lost
just,
this recording,
no, I'd be
now-
like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
just
that
go
would
to
be
bed
it.
right now.
I would sit here and record something.
It would just be you talking about the Monkey King.
I'd probably just be like, "Hey, we didn't do anything." Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. Okay.
We could title it "My Apology" in all caps for that clickbait.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were thinking of doing a thing where every episode is just titled, like, in all caps, Dara's a Nazi, with like big like question marks and exclamation marks. Just a different outrageous thing about
I've
me.
I've been playing around with the clickbait on Twitter a bit. Like last episode, I linked it on Twitter and I was like, "New episode, R.I.P. Dara," just in the hopes that people will be like, "Fucking Dara died? What?"
Yeah, so we were thinking of doing that for a while. I'd still like to do that every now and then.
I'll link this one on Twitter with Dara's a Nazi.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I will.
And loads of question marks and loads of exclamation marks.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Let's see if I remember the words to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bullshit. Oh, that was out of key and awful.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. There's where G is. That's where G is, Brian. That's where we're starting from. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bullshit. No. Bullshit for Brian. Bullshit for Brian. Hair like a lion. A curly haired lion. Bullshit for Brian. Bullshit for Brian. No, I'm not lying. Time for bullshit for Brian. Oh, for the people like listening at home, Brian has sneakily edited this to make it seem as though we did that in one take, and I've already done it and I've already fucked it up, and then we took a quick break and I went and got oh god, I forgot my chocolate.
Oh, he forgot his chocolate.
And Brian took a piss because he never remembers.
You took a piss and then you're like, "I'm done taking a piss. Now I have to go to the bathroom again."
Yeah.
Dara's having a rough day.
I'm so exhausted. I'm so exhausted.
I'm actually fine.
I'm cold. I don't know if I got any real sleep last night. Like really, I've been working all day, so I'm dead. I'm dead on my feet.
I got too much real sleep. I'm ready to go. Dara's gonna leave in a bit, and I'm gonna keep doing the podcast. It's gonna be a 10-hour podcast, just me talking, just like
about the Monkey King,
like Alex Jones.
Okay. So. This is bullshit from Brian. I think I said 4 in the song. I don't care.
You definitely said 4. I heard it. And
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Start again if I told you.
Yeah, and I'd be really angry about it.
Beer.
This is so rough. Okay, well, what's your topic for this week?
All right, so I watched the first 2 episodes of Punisher. A lot of people really have been saying the Punisher's pretty good. A lot of people are at ends with the critics. They're like, "No, the critics are wrong. Punisher's good." Well. You know, sometimes I'll be like, the critics are wrong. Critics are right this time. Punisher sucks. Punisher's bad. I've only watched 2 episodes, but it's bad.
All right, see, my soon-to-be brother-in-law, Sean, he's been watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But he really, I know you did too, though. He really enjoyed Daredevil Season 2.
I hated Daredevil Season 2.
See,
I only like the Punisher.
I loved.
That's why I watched this.
I loved Daredevil Season 1 when it came out. I was like, this is
I thought
amazing.
Daredevil Season 1 is one of the best seasons of TV in a like.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite seasons of TV. It's very, very good.
I thought it was amazing. I watched it all so quickly. I couldn't make it through Season 2. I tried so many times. I watched Jessica Jones.
Once the ninjas
I really liked
came
that.
into Season 2, I was like,
yeah,
no, thank you.
I watched Jessica Jones just to see David Tennant because I heard he was really good in it. And then by the time he showed up, I was kind of invested. I quite liked Jessica Jones. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't watch any Luke Cage. It looked shit. And I watched 1 episode of Iron Fist, and it clearly was shit.
Yeah.
I have not watched any Punisher.
They definitely did what I expected and put all the budget into Daredevil Season 1. So that people would constantly watch the new things to be like, maybe it's back to that level.
Yeah. Oh, I watched enough episodes of the Defenders that they formed and fought. I watched one fight. I basically all I wanted from the Defenders was I wanted to see the fight in the trailer where Iron Fist, or not Iron Fist, fuck Iron Fist, where Daredevil is wearing Jessica Jones's scarf as a mask, and he's wearing his like lawyer suit. I just wanted to see him
Oh,
fight
that's
crime
cool.
in that,
Yeah, yeah.
and I just saw a brief like hallway fight where he was wearing that, and then they got in an elevator, and then the episode ended, and I have not watched any Defenders since.
To be completely honest, while I was scrolling through Netflix looking for the Monkey King yesterday, I saw the Defenders and I was like, oh yeah, that was a series that
Yeah.
happened. I've completely forgotten about the Defenders.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like, I watched those 4 episodes. You know who's terrible, or I think anyway, who I thought was terrible in Defenders, from what I saw anyway. Fucking Winona Ryder, or whatever. Is that her name? No, it's not her. What's your one's name? She was in Alien.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
I always get those
Winona
two mixed
Ryder
up.
is,
Yeah, no, she's in Mr.
Stranger
Deeds.
Things.
Okay, yeah, yours is better. Sigourney Weaver, she was just so uncompelling. She was so disinteresting. Or is that a word? I don't know.
Yeah. that's the
She
word.
was so like, there was nothing really intimidating about her. She was just like another fancy. Oh, I'm a fancy rich white person, and
Yeah, she
oh,
plays that a lot now.
yeah, and it was just I could not have given less of a shit about what her plan was and what she was up to. I hated it. It was so hard to get into. I keep accidentally cupping. I see you trying to adjust the game.
Yeah.
I keep rubbing my temple, and while I do,
You're cupping the mic.
I'm echoing my sound back into the mic.
So if I cup the mic like, that's
oh wow,
really
that's
loud.
weird.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, Punisher.
So
John
it's-
Bernthal is good as a man who's got PTSD, but that's not how I see the Punisher.
Well, that's all the Punisher is, really, isn't
No.
it? Well, like, it's a bit of PTSD, but then it's just a lot of psychosis. Just like he's just a psychopath. Like.
Also,
he's
I
just,
heard that there's like a romantic subplot, and that's like
what does
I
the
could be wrong
Punisher
though.
need a romantic subplot?
Yeah,
for?
the Punisher kills people. That's
Yeah.
the Punisher he's like Batman if Batman killed people.
And if Batman, he's like Batman. If Batman was like an achievable goal.
Yeah.
If Batman was just a dude who was like incredibly built and super good at fighting, but just a really good arms expert.
he's like Batman if Batman didn't have a Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Because Batman has his Bruce Wayne and thing. But apart from Bruce Wayne, Batman is about justice. And Punisher in the comics is about justice. And that's all he does is like, I'm going to kill criminals, and that's my whole life.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it started off like completely playing into my thing as well. I like when a character is away for a while and he's got like a beard and he's like hiding out.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
like Breaking Bad, like in season 5 when he gets the beard and stuff, and you're like, oh, that's so sick.
Load of good moments like that in Archer.
Yeah.
I always like to see what they do with Archer's design when he like goes off on a bender or something.
I like that, and he does that in this. And at the start, there's these characters that are like, he's working on a construction site and he just breaks walls and doesn't talk to anyone.
Right.
And
sounds about right. Yeah.
they're like, what is this guy, retarded or something? And they're like messing with him and stuff. And this is all in the first episode, he gets the pop where it's like, oh, it's okay for me to kill these guys because they're breaking the law. And when he does that, you're like, yes!
That's pretty
it's
cool.
Fucking sick.
That's pretty sweet.
And they play like this dope Tom Waits song over it, and it's like really good. And at that point, I was like, this is good. This is cool. Then it got to episode 2.
Yeah.
And episode 2 has the worst cinematography of anything I've ever watched.
Yeah, you sent a message to the group chat complaining about the cinematography.
It's fucking awful.
A very specific thing to dislike about a thing.
And
you know?
it's like the cinematography and just like it just like some shots look like it's in an episode of Goosebumps. That's how I described it on like I think Facebook. It looks like an episode of Goosebumps, some of it. And it just, there's one shot where it's two people in a bar just having a conversation, and it cuts like 400 times in 2 minutes. And there's one bit where it cuts away to like a far shot of them and they look down. Yeah. And then it cuts back to them talking and they're back up with no like, and it's really jarring, and it's like, it really feels like the director of photography in this didn't know what they were doing. Yeah. And like the lighting in scenes is fucking horrendous. Yeah. It's really, it's bad enough that I was like, I don't want to watch any more of this.
Yeah, yeah. But like, I don't know. I just find it interesting how the Marvel television like okay, aside from the Marvel Netflix stuff, right? In general, it seems to me that Netflix is just pumping out a load of shite these days. You know, like a load of like, oh, he's adjusting my mic,
Just a
everybody.
little bit. Just a
Just
little
a
bit.
little bit, just a little bit.
Just because you're too tired
Yeah,
to do it
'cause,
yourself.
to even just like speak properly into the mic. Yeah, no, like there's the ratio. I was saying it to you downstairs. The ratio of good to bad on Netflix is so heavily stacked in the bad department.
Yeah.
There's so much more bad stuff on Netflix than there is good, and like the convenience of Netflix is incredible. I can watch a film anywhere on my phone, like anywhere. I've watched some films. I've watched like 20 minutes of TV shows in like bizarre places.
You're on my Netflix too.
I am
we
on.
share
Yeah,
the
I am.
same
Yeah,
Netflix
yeah.
account. Yeah.
You're my Greg from Save That Money. The
Yeah,
Little Dicky.
yeah. No.
Yeah, yeah. I so like I just
Netflix
watched,
is
like,
great.
It's great for like convenient, but it's great when they have something great on it.
But they have lots of TV shows that I'll put on in the background and really enjoy. Like that 70s show is on there. They took The Office off. They took
The US Office, right? See,
I was
I'm
so
currently
mad. I'm
watching,
still mad.
I'm watching that for the first time with Amanda. I'd never seen it before, and I'm disgusted that that's not on Netflix.
Dude, that show is so fucking good.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It's really funny, but you get so invested in
Yeah,
those
I already am. I'm
characters,
only on
like-
season 2, and I already am. Yeah.
You're gonna cry. You're gonna. I rewatched that on. It used to be on Netflix, and I used to rewatch it like once every 3 months.
Yeah.
Because I would put it on in the background while I'm doing something on my computer. And my girlfriend used to be there too, and she was always like, "Put on The Office. It's fucking great." And the two of us would have it on in the background, and then it would get to certain scenes in it where we'd both stop what we're doing, just look at the TV, and start to tear up.
Oh,
Because that show is.
no.
I love that show. That show's fucking
it's
great.
a very good show.
Um,
I've been.
I love the UK Office as well, but it's.
Yeah, but
I think the US is better.
Yeah,
I like. No, not that it's better. I like the US one.
It's
more.
too early for me to say which one I
Yeah.
prefer, but I do really enjoy the US one. I really enjoy. I think I might enjoy Steve Carell more as a person than I do Ricky Gervais. I
Yeah.
think that's because Ricky Gervais is like he's kind of a dickhead, and
Yeah.
and that's, I feel like that's a downside
Steve-
to the 21st century, is that when a celebrity or like a well-known actor or writer such as Ricky Gervais is a dickhead, it's easy for me to find out that he's a dickhead. All I have to do to find out that Ricky Gervais is a dickhead is look at his Twitter feed.
Yeah. A thing though that I will say is if you go on, there's a show, the Ricky Gervais show,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
animated one
yeah,
with Carol Pilkington.
and fucking Stephen Merchant.
That is one of the funniest things I've
I
ever watched. But it's because of Carol Pilkington.
I love Stephen Merchant, man.
Yeah, Stephen
love
Merchant's
Stephen
great.
Merchant. He was, you know what, he was great in Logan. Did you see Logan?
No, I haven't
Oh
watched
man,
Logan
you've
yet.
got to
Yeah.
see Logan. Man, Logan
Actually,
is
the
fucking
thing with
incredible.
Logan that really was like, okay, I need to see this now, was my girlfriend went to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, I keep bringing it up. But
No,
she
it's
doesn't
okay.
like
I've
superhero
brought
movies.
Amanda up so many times.
And she was kind of like, I'm going to see Logan. She went to see it with her brother who was back from Japan.
Hmm.
And so she went to go see it. And she was like, it's a superhero movie. But she came out of it and she was like, yo, Logan's fucking good.
Man,
You
it's-
got to watch Logan. And I was like, wow, coming from you, that's glowing praise.
It's
Like,
it's incredible. Hugh Jackman is so good in that movie.
yeah,
Man,
he looks great.
man
but
he's a good looking man.
inbred Hulk babies.
Inbred Hulk babies.
Inbred Hulk children.
Are you? Oh, don't. You're talking about old man Logan.
Are they in it?
They're not.
Then
in
I
Logan.
don't care.
Of course they're not.
Then
in
I
Logan.
don't care.
Because
I
how
don't
could
want
it
to
be
see
a
it.
good film if there were inbred Hulk babies?
Hey,
in
dude,
it?
Hills Have
Okay,
Eyes is a
first
good
of
film.
all, first things first. Fox owns the X-Men. All right, so Fox made it. So how would the
Yeah,
Hulk
yeah.
be in? Okay.
Old Man Logan's fucking great.
Yeah, it is really good.
And
yeah.
Hugh Jackman is a very attractive man. You're
He's
right.
such a good.
There's a
looking
great
man.
video of him. There's a journalist.
Oh, I've
but
seen this.
He was his PE teacher.
Yeah.
And like Hugh Jackman walks up to him and
Yeah.
he's like, "What's going on, man?
Yeah.
How are you doing?"
Have
And
you
you're
been
like,
keeping up on your PE?
Yeah, you're like, you're so good.
Oh,
You're
he's
just such
so
a good
cool.
one. You're a good one.
He's a great celebrity. I'm so glad he got famous. What was I gonna say about? I had something to say about Logan. Oh yeah, this is just off topic. You know who's quite a good looking man? The guy who like runs the company I work for, or one of the guys who runs it, I guess.
Ooh.
He's just a good looking
Dara's
man.
making his way up the corporate ladder.
No, it's just interesting. I noticed in particular like last night
Oh, there's
because the lads who run the shops that I work in,
Total.
There's like three or four.
Uggles.
No. There's like three
But
or
this
four.
guy, he's the cream of the crop.
No, there's like three or four of them, right? And they're real
mm.
lads, like they're proper lads.
Yeah, yeah.
And
There's a lot of those in Ireland.
yeah, they'd just be like, I can tell by them that they'd be like the real cool lads when I was like in school or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and
not us.
No, not even nearly
not
us.
us.
And that's why it's really bizarre just hanging out with them and working with them and getting on with them.
Because you're still young enough that it feels weird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's just so unexpected. But then, like,
Wait till
I was
you get
looking
to my
at.
age. Darryl.
Wait until I'll get a whole
Wait until
year
you
older.
age a year.
But like, I was just looking at the three of them last night, and I was just looking at this one dude in particular. I was looking at him. I was like, I bet that guy was like the most popular, good-looking lad when he was in like 6th year.
So you're going to tell your girlfriend not to listen to this?
Oh, whatever,
episode.
man. She'll either listen to it and give out, or listen at this far and then turn it off. That's the thing. No, she won't do that.
Or she'll wait for 2 weeks to make sure
Yeah.
it's good, like she did with our Facebook page.
Yeah, she didn't like her Facebook for 2 weeks. Apparently, I didn't even notice that.
I know. No, I only noticed it because she liked it. And I was like, hang on.
I waited. That no one else is gonna get this. Well, some of the people listening to this will get it. I waited till like 2 years after Nuke the Whales broke up to like your Facebook page. I just did it one day out of the blue. I was so proud. I waited so long, man. I waited so long. Once a year,
so
the memories
good.
thing would come up on my phone. And
Yeah,
be like, you
yeah.
liked this page. I'd be like, not yet. Not yet.
That's fucking great. For anyone who doesn't know, Nuke the Whales was a band that I was in.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, with Psycho
When we were
Finn
teenagers.
and.
We got banned from a place.
You did get banned from a place
We
because
broke
of
a
Psycho
guitar.
Finn. Because of Psycho Finn.
Yeah, he smashed that
He
guitar
did
into
smash
that
that
girl's
guitar.
face. Nah, I was just close to a girl, but he was aiming for her. He just missed. But we got banned from that youth center.
I think it's important to specify which part of that story were jokes.
Yeah, he didn't aim at anyone. He just.
Did you hear about the vault thing? You should
No.
do that vault thing. They're
I
doing a
have not
vault
been
thing.
in the vault in a while. The
Me
vault in
neither.
Carroll, it's a great
we're
place.
We're too old for the vault
It's
now,
a
but
good place for musically inclined kids.
yeah, it's one of the places we met because we met.
Yeah,
two
we met there
places,
doing
kind of.
a thing.
Yeah, music
way back
thing.
when we were like
Yeah.
little teenagers.
So young. But yeah, it was like a great place for playing music. They're having their like 10-year birthday in like 2 weeks. and
Oh.
they've just asked people to come back and play for a night. So I
I
might
would
do that.
but
Yeah,
I
I
don't
might
play with anyone. So.
Yeah. Maybe next time I'm here for the podcast. Oh, it might be after that. Or before that. Never mind. We might
can
figure
hang out
something out.
before then.
Yeah, we can probably. we could,
We
but
could.
will we?
I've got so much fucking
Yeah,
assignment
me
stuff
too,
to do.
man. Yeah, I've got
I have to develop
exams
a game,
coming up.
Dara.
Yeah, that's rough out, man. That's really rough. Okay. What else have we got to say?
Punisher sucks.
Yeah, apparently
I regret
Punisher
nothing. Man, we've just been bullshitting. We're only an hour and 3 minutes.
An hour and 3 minutes. Oh God,
Dara
that's
looks
nothing.
so done.
Oh, no, what time is it?
It is just 18 minutes past 10 o'clock.
Oh my God, is that all? I'm pathetic.
Wow.
Oh, that's
I mean,
disgusting.
you didn't sleep at
That's-
all last night.
yeah, I know,
And you
yeah,
worked
yeah.
yesterday and today.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Yeah,
I've
I
done
needed
fuck
that.
all.
I needed that.
I've
I
spent
needed
my
that.
weekend.
I feel like I had more to talk about. I feel like I had more bullshit or something to talk
We were
about.
going to talk about... what were we going to talk about?
I was going to talk about the bullshit on Netflix. I talked
Yeah,
about
we
that.
talked about
Do you know what I've been rewatching a little
Oh,
bit
yeah,
of
yeah, tell
with Amanda? Teen Titans.
Yeah?
Man, it's
I haven't watched
fucking
that in ages.
it's
That show's
so
great.
good, man.
Yeah.
Teen Titans is such a good show. We watched an episode, a couple of episodes of like Johnny Bravo, which was pretty cool.
Ah, Johnny Bravo's great.
Yeah, we watched some
That's a
Courage the
classic.
Cowardly Dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog is terrifying, man.
Yeah.
We like tried to pick some of the scariest episodes. We watched we just been watching like really old cartoons from when we were kids. Cartoons were crazy back in the day, man.
They
Like
were
things have
better,
changed. So
man.
they were way better.
All
were,
this
they were,
SoCal
I know.
fucking CalArts bullshit, man.
I know, like, it sounds like you're just, like, being an old fart when you're like, oh, no, they were better back in the day. But they were just way better.
I mean, the problem is now when I see a Cartoon Network show, it looks like all other Cartoon Network shows. 'Cause
Yeah.
they all come from the same college, all the animators.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, like,
they do.
Adventure Time was good for a while. I kind of fell out. It was like...
Adventure Time, I was like, man, the main plot thread seems really cool, but all this filler is bullshit.
Yeah,
And
all
I
the
don't
filler
care.
was bullshit, and, I don't know, the humor... I don't know, the novelty wore off very quickly for me, where it was like, oh my God, all of this calculated randomness, you know? And
Yeah.
it just Just because I look, a lot of my friends really
I
like
thought
Adventure Time.
the Lich,
The Lich, It's the
was
Lich.
one of the best like cartoon
Yeah,
villains I've ever
Lich
seen.
was fucking savage.
Because he was like scary.
Yeah, Harry
He-
and I, my brother Harry and I used to play loads of games around Adventure Time and stuff. He used to love dressing up as Finn. Can't remember who I was.
The Lich.
I definitely wasn't
Because
the
it was
dog.
probably right after you're done work, so you're all tired and skeleton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I still go back and watch that scene where he turns into the skeleton. The episode where they meet his dad.
Yeah,
and he does that whole monologue in like pitch black.
Yeah.
That's so fucking well done. Ron Perlman, hit me up. Hit me up, Ron Perlman.
We know you're listening to this,
we
Ron.
know you're listening to this, Ron.
Come on.
I'll vote for you in a presidential election. That's what he said he wanted to do recently.
Really?
Run for president.
Oh, for God's
Dude,
sake.
I fucking want Hellboy president. He's not even going to be my president. I'll still vote for him somehow.
Man.
I'll get Austin.
Oh my
we have
God.
a friend who's American.
We do. Does he? Do you think he can still vote?
Mm-hmm.
Does he? Can he?
He can,
really?
yeah. Didn't vote in the most recent one, but he can vote, yeah.
Why? Ah, come on. Austin. I blame him.
I feel like we probably shouldn't be talking about this on the podcast.
But
But we're going to do it anyway because...
Maybe saying he didn't vote wasn't great. Maybe we should take that out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's slander. Is that slander?
That might be slander.
No, let's leave it in. It's just Austin.
Austin the bitch.
I'll say whatever about Austin. I think, look, to be fair, I think Austin cares more about what's going on here.
I mean,
he
we've
actually
been using a
lives
fake
here.
name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And like, it's not his real name's not Austin, obviously.
Yeah.
He has
no,
a small
of course.
penis.
Yeah, he's got such a teeny tiny penis.
Yeah, he's got a tiny penis. So, oh, we're like an hour and 7 minutes in.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty.
So now comes the question, do we end it here and be like, so we're done and that was a mediocre podcast, or do we try and fill even more
I
time?
feel like what's been there, what we've done so far has been fun. And at some point during this incredibly long ramble at the end, people are bound to fall off.
Yeah,
I
people
feel
are
like-
going to be like, what the fuck are these people talking about? I'm unsubscribing
Yeah.
from some other channel, obviously, because no one subscribed to us.
Yeah. Someone
Now-
subscribed last night at the
Yeah, we have
Christmas
a couple
party,
of
I was telling you
subscribers,
that.
and we have a couple of new Twitter followers.
Yeah,
and if
okay,
they're
that's
watching
cool.
this, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't
for
know
the
if you
support.
just followed us by accident or something, but like, you know,
Yeah.
thanks very much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for giving the podcast a try when it eventually came up on your feed.
No new emails.
No
this week.
news. We got some comments, but they were all from like friends of ours.
One of them was from me. Did you
Yes, I
notice which
did
one that
see
was?
that. Yeah, two of them were from you. One of them was "This sucks," and the other one is "Brian is great."
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got a
I
comment.
like those. Too.
Yeah.
On my own page and on the podcast page.
Finn,
Yeah,
Psycho
Finn had a good one.
Finn commented, complaining about how, just commenting on how the performance of the theme does not get better at all from week to week.
And he's not wrong.
He's not even nearly wrong.
He told me to say that or he'd kill me.
Specific, like even just in relation to this episode.
Yeah, this is the worst one.
For
I
themes,
think.
particular.
It's terrible because I finally fixed the sound.
Yes.
I finally
themes,
fixed the sound, and this
structure.
episode's gonna suck.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'll be at least. I'd rather have like a breezy, fun hour and 10 than like a drawn out hour and 20 talking about the fucking Monkey King. You know?
Yeah. I want to say happy with this episode, but
I feel I've got like I feel like we could,
it's unpredictable.
it is,
You don't know where we're gonna go next.
Who knows? I feel like we probably could have just talked for some more at the start. Remember when we were like, oh my god, we're 15 minutes in, we haven't started talking about the Monkey King. I feel like we could have just stretched that on a little longer, but at the time, hindsight is 2020. Barry commented as well.
Barry
We should
commented
mention
as
that.
well.
Barry, who wrote in last week for people outside of our immediate friend group.
Ironic Snap on YouTube.
Yeah,
He's very good.
he is actually very funny. But he commented, and funnily enough, he was like, he joined me and said, oh, I also don't drink Dara, but then he went on to say, but I also don't go out.
Yeah.
And
He's
you know
got
what,
the right
Barry,
idea.
you have the right idea, because what I'm going through right now is the
no.
worst, man.
I've got the right idea.
Which is
I don't go out, but I
do
still drink.
yeah. You've had how many have you had since we started? Is that your third?
That's my third since
It's
we
your
started.
third.
It's fourth altogether.
Yeah, we've taken 2 breaks.
Yeah.
We have not done a single episode of this podcast without taking a break.
That's because piss happens.
Yeah, piss does happen, to be fair.
And usually between like the movie discussion and this.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
so
it's
we're
a nice
gonna
divider.
gonna wrap it up here.
Oh, jeez, we can't just end it on that. Someone say something funny.
Well, let's just. I wanted to get into something really quick. I had a little
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Just in general, what are your thoughts on the podcast and stuff?
I
If
don't
you
know.
wanna click off here, you can. We're just gonna talk a little bit about how we feel about the podcast.
Now we're just gonna have a production meeting. So.
No, because I part of what I want to do is make sure that people listening know how we feel about this at all times, because I feel like sometimes there can be like
A disconnect.
a disconnect, and then rumors start where it's like, oh, Dara doesn't really like Brian, or I've seen that happen with other things, and I'd like to kind of
What you mean is secrets get out.
secrets
like Dara
get out,
doesn't
yeah,
really
where
like
Dara
Brian.
doesn't really like Brian, and that's why the podcast's so good, because I just torture Dara with these movies. But I'd like to kind of get rid of that fort wall and let people know how we are.
Go outside. We're so normal.
We're about 8 weeks in now.
Yeah, we're about 8 weeks in. Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I'm fucking wore out, like, for just this weekend in particular.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I feel pretty good about it. I don't know. I would like to get some more listeners. I'm happy with the amount we're having. To be fair, I cannot stress that enough. I am happy.
Yeah,
with the
same.
amount of
We
listeners.
got 50 something
Yeah,
views on the last episode.
yeah. It's
which,
the average has been like around 50, which I think is
which
pretty
is
cool.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's way more than I would have
for
thought.
Like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. But if
way more
people
than I
are
expected.
enjoying the episodes,
Yeah, please.
yeah, please feel free to just please do it for us.
Yeah,
Tell a friend or
Tell
something.
friends and stuff, because
Tell
we
friends.
want to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And if you don't tell your friends, we're gonna stop. No, we're gonna keep doing this. But
You know who's real popular in college? Oshin.
Oshin.
Oshin's really popular in college. He's really popular with us too, but he seems to be more vocal in college.
Yeah.
I think it's because I don't know. Maybe-
Oshin, tell your friends.
Yeah, tell all of your disciples, Oshin, all your big fans.
I know where you live.
Oh, actually,
It's
I'm
pretty
gonna-
close to here, actually. I
Here's
think.
yeah, it is actually.
I
Here's
love
a
Oshin.
yeah, Oshin's great.
Why
Here's
don't
a
you
quick
come to my
plug.
house?
People should like Oshin facts on Facebook. It's a page where I give a fact every now and then when I'm a little
about
bored
Oshin.
about my friend Oshin, our friend Oshin. So
It's such a nothing. You barely fucking update it.
I've started. I
started
took like
using it again?
I took like a 2-year break, but I don't know. I started getting ideas again.
Look, sometimes the facts.
Sometimes you run out of things
Trickle.
about Oshin that aren't just like deeply personal. No, that's not true. Oshin's not. What's great about Oshin as a friend is he's something of an open book. He's just kind of like, I'm fine, and you believe him.
He is too polite.
He is
too polite.
He's really nice. Yeah.
He came to my house recently for a birthday party, and he was like, I didn't bring any drink, and I was like, you can have some of my drink. And he was like, thank you so much. And I was like, it's fine, man. It's fine.
He's listening to this right now. Just
Yeah, he's great.
he's
I love
blushing
Oshin.
so hard.
Blushing
You-
Oshin.
Yeah, blushing Ocean. Boom! You did it. You did it. You found a
All
thing
right.
to end on.
That's it.
That's it. We're calling it.
If you want to send us an email, it's tlostpod. It's
Oh bollocks!
fuck. I always forget the email.
Motherfuck.
It is translationlostpod@gmail.com. If you want to
Boom.
follow us on Twitter, that's tlostpod@gmail.com. If you want
No, just at tlostpod.
at tlostpod, twitter.com. It's at tlostpod. Links to everything will be found in both the description, and it'll be on the screen so you can read it and type it into that little bar up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
For this
Leave a
week,
comment,
yeah.
like, tell your friends.
Mm-hmm. Get a good sleep, guys.
Get a good sleep.
Get a good sleep.
But do tell your friends. It really helps us out a lot.
Yeah.
Just just be like, I found this thing.
Yeah, we don't
It's
make any
great.
money or anything, but it just strokes our egos. So.
Yeah, we don't want to make any money.
No,
from this
no.
is a hobby thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Um,
I want to make money. I want to make money off of everything. I want to make money for breathing.
I mean, we don't want to make money off it right now.
Yeah, I'm joking. Don't worry.
But we will.
I don't give a shit.
We will.
We will. We will. This
Because
will be what we do.
You think you're getting all this for free? We'll be coming to your house
yeah,
soon.
we're fucking.
We'll be coming to your house
We're
soon.
going to be going around with those little baskets they have in church. Just, with the like extended pole, and we're just gonna poke it in through your window.
We'll be like
shake it in your face
€5 for the free entertainment.
for the free entertainment.
No, but thank you all so much for listening, especially this episode, which was
Look, we're sorry.
yeah.
We're sorry.
Are we doing an episode for the next? Because the next one is the 23rd of December,
Oh,
which is right before Christmas.
Why don't we hit everyone with a sweet Christmas present that is a translation lost episode? What we could do is well, at some point over the next 2 weeks, we're probably both going to be free. So we could maybe record one and sit on it.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
release it then like on the Monday.
We'll figure it out. This is something we can do off the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
For now, I've been Brian, the Mandarin Man Mincer, and I've been joined by Dara, my sidekick, the Beijing boy crime. Thank you so much for watching.
We're Translation Lost. We'll be better at this next week.